Well, hello there, folks. A wonderful Wednesday to you, and happy Halloween. I know today's the last day of October, and it rained out overnight, and we're supposed to get more rain later, so not sure about the trick-or-treating as far as indoor stuff goes. Don't mind my hair. Trying to fix it. I'm very picky about that kind of thing. But anyway, so how are you? I know I haven't seen you in a while because I haven't recorded in a while. Yeah. Oh, good morning. How are you? It's been a while. Yeah, I know. I've been coming out later. Yeah. I know I'm usually out here. You know, I was doing 7:30 every morning, coming out here to see the birds lift out of the bulrushes. But the last few mornings I've been sleeping a little later. Yeah. And coming out a little later. It's like the 8 o'clock hour. So haven't been watching the liftoff, and that's okay. You know, I was thinking the other day about how the time is going to change for those of us who have the daylight savings time, which is most of us. And I was thinking about how that's going to move us back an hour, you know, because we're going to gain an hour, which would make the sunrise at like 6:45 instead of 7:45. And I was thinking to myself, am I really going to get up that early? And I don't know whether the bird flight would still be at the same time. I'm guessing it would be, because like I said, you know, time doesn't mean anything to them. And I don't think that their flight is synchronized with the sunrise like I had originally thought maybe was a possibility, which I don't think so now, because I've seen them do it at all different times. So I was wondering, you know, whether or not I would still get up early enough for the liftoff, because the sunrise is going to happen earlier. That's really kind of, well, I guess it was the timing of the bus coming to get my grandson, and then I would go for my walk. So that kind of makes the whole thing a little bit different as far as the timing goes. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna go out earlier with the sunrise, you know. I know I haven't really caught any good sunrise shots in a while either. Well, because a lot of times we've had cloud cover, and like this morning, as you can see, it's very cloudy. Yeah. So I've been coming out later, and I don't know, just thinking about changing things up a little bit maybe, instead of doing the same thing every single morning. But I have so enjoyed watching the red-winged blackbird lifting off out of the bulrushes. But I also just took a little tiny video clip that is I probably have it posted here on IGTV. And also on YouTube, in case I posted it there too. It was a little video clip of a snail that I saw. It looked like a little baby. It was really, really tiny. That was, that I ran into, if you will, or saw, you know, as I was walking in the alley. So, yeah, I took a little video. I wasn't quite sure if it had gotten hit or if it was just going really slow like snails do. Yeah, I wasn't really totally sure about that. So anyway, in case you want to check it out. So today is Wednesday, and it's Wonderful Wednesday because that's when my Joy Finder newsletter comes out. Yay! Yep. And this week I have a very special surprise for you. Several things actually, but first up is a very special interview that I did with a very good friend of mine. Her name is Laura Volpin-Testa. She is an art teacher. She's been working at Parsons in New York City for 20 years, and she teaches fashion, illustration, and design there, along with sewing and draping and all that good stuff. I am down at my favorite tree. Good morning, tree. How are you? Oh, and did you notice I've posted several photos recently of the color change? Can you see it? A little bit of the leaf changing color in my tree. Isn't this beautiful? I know, I just thought I'd give you an underview of my tree. Isn't that interesting? Yep. One of my friends, I think it was Carrie, said that this is an oak tree because it's turning yellow. So the leaves are turning yellow. So anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was telling you about the interview. Yes, Laura is a dear friend of mine. I actually took her online course several years ago because I've always had an interest in fashion design and illustration from the time I was a very young person. And so when I saw that she was providing a course online, I decided to go for it. And she's got a lot of really good stuff in there. Very inspiring. She's also a vocalist. She is now if I can remember what kind of music she sings. Oh, Brazilian, that's right. She sings Brazilian jazz. Yes, in a live band. You should check her out. She's Laura Volpentesta on Instagram, and she shares some of her gigs, if you will. You know, when she performs live, she'll post videos here and there, which is really fun to watch. I love watching her sing. And we talk about her artistic, educational, and musical journey in our interview. And you can either watch it or listen to it on my website. If you go to the link in my bio, it says watch or listen to Refresh Daily Podcast, an empowered voice with Laura Volpentesta. Yes, you just follow that link and it'll take you right to the blog post, and you can choose which one you want and check it out. It's very inspiring. We do a lot of laughing. We talk about the importance of creativity and it being a pleasure. And she just tells her story about where she came from musically and artistically, and her experience in taking her drawing courses and her whole approach with her students in the art field. It's very inspiring. I had a fabulous time talking with her, and I trust that you'll enjoy it and be inspired. So do check it out, and you're welcome to subscribe to the Joy Finder because you'll get that kind of stuff directly in your inbox if you do. And this week I've got a new art demo just for subscribers to watch, so I hope you'll check it out. You have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. I'll talk to you again soon, and may joy find you in the most unexpected places.